So hi, this is Hannah from Inquirer. So I guess my questions are for Maureen and Gwen. Everyone knows that you have already the beauty, the following, and everything just to make it into Miss Universe. But why didn't you compete in Miss Universe Philippines and instead focus on mentoring the next generation of baby queens?
Is that for Maureen?
Maureen and
Spicy. Spicy. Inquiry, feisty.
I actually almost did join this past year, but I had to focus on business opportunities. Pageantry is becoming very expensive nowadays, and I had to evaluate why would I want to join. Am I joining for my ego? Am I joining for more business opportunities? And I came to the conclusion that I'm actually very content behind the scenes. I love mentoring the girls. You know, I actually travel the nation, judging in every single province. Every weekend I'm out cultivating the next batch of queens, and that brings me so much joy. So for me, I am fulfilled. I do have an international title. You know, something really big would have to happen, but I will always be a pageant fan. No matter whether it's Miss Universe, Miss World, Miss Grand, I will always be a fan. I will always support the girls. And I do see my value as a mentor, personally.
Yeah.
Naiyak si Adam.
Well, personally for me, coming from Miss World Philippines, it's a completely different platform. But I think pageantry will always advocate for causes, and mine is education. I haven't closed any doors to joining again, maybe in the future, wherever my heart will lead me. I know that in God's faith, it will be my true calling. And as Maureen said, it's not just being on stage. You really have to think of the expenses. It can be very expensive, especially if you don't have the support. So for me, it's a great opportunity to be able to inspire and lead the candidates, the women, and to make them grow, see their growth, and be part of their journey.
Hi, Maureen.
Hi, Adam. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm so sorry. You know, I'm so sorry. I have to ambush you right now. You know, I feel like what you just said earlier during the press con was really interesting. Oh my God. Like, is it true? Is it right that I'm getting that you're kind of officially retiring from the pageant scene?
Yes, I find so much joy working behind the scenes, mentoring the girls. I've done so many pageants, and I feel like we need more women in pageantry. You know, oftentimes we're led by men, which is great. I'm glad that we have a strong community, but I would love to see more women helping the girls who've already walked the stage.
Yeah. You know, I'm seeing you in a lot of events right now where, you know, you seem to be enjoying your time calling the shots from behind the scenes. The last time we talked, you mentioned about your forthcoming role in Miss Globe, and then in Binibining Pilipinas, you acted as one of the screening judges, and now you're here, diba? Parang, is this a new role that you're relishing or enjoying so much right now?
Yes, I think I was meant to be a madame. And having been through so many pageant works, I've worked with Binibining Pilipinas, I've worked with Miss Universe Philippines, I've worked with Miss World Philippines, I've gone to Miss USA. I have a lot of input, so being behind the scenes with the organizers, I feel like I have more value there, and it's a beautiful partnership. So I'm very happy to be a madame, like Madame Stella. Welcome, Miss Madame Montagne. And it's something that I love.
Madame Moreno, how do you put a ring to it? Madame Maureen. Yeah, Madame M. Yes, diba?
Good things start with the letter M.
I like I'm really liking what you're saying here. Na parang it seems like there should be more women like you.
Yes.
Calling the shots from behind the scenes instead of you parang, you know, realizing our dreams to see you compete again on stage and represent us in another pageant abroad.
Yes, I think we do need, again, women who have been through it, who have seen it all, who truly understand the stress. Because there's a difference between being on a team and supporting a girl and being the girl. And I think I've been through it all. I've had controversies, I've survived the fire, so I feel like there's no one better to help the girls and give them a shoulder to lean on than somebody who's really been through it.
I'm curious to ask, what kind of a mentor will you be? Will you be like, you know, what area of pageantry will you be specializing in? Will you be like, CJ who's doing, who's now a pasarela coach, a successful pasarela coach? Will you be like Nicole Cordoves, doing Q&A? Or will you be like John Robert Powers doing personality development coaching on the side as well?
Yes, I think I can help with personality development, with authenticity, with branding, marketing. I see myself as pulling out things in the girls that they might be too afraid to show. I think oftentimes we feel the need to be perfect, and when in reality we need to be authentic. So I really want to help with that, and of course with modeling.
Yeah.
Sabo. But I put that in the category with branding.
How important is it for a girl, for an aspiring beauty queen, to know her branding as early as now, to have a branding, before figuring in a tough competition like Miss Universe?
You need to know who you are before you step on stage. I have no bigger pet peeve than when you're trying to copy a queen who's come before you. We can be inspired, sure, but if you're trying to copy paste somebody's pet onto yourself, you will never shine your brightest. You need to be who you are. Even when I went to Miss Globe, the peg was a Morena for Philippines, but if you're not the peg, then create your own. So now the peg is me. And
Have you
need to
noticed
change the
that?
name. Even the girls, they look like me now. Why?
Yes.
Because I showed them what a true queen is like. She's warm, she's friendly, she knows how to slay a photo shoot. So please never try to be anyone else. Be you, change the game.
Yeah, and now look at you, you're the prototype in Miss Globe. Diba?
That's the goal.
She looks like Maureen. She looks like Maureen,
And
diba?
that's what I'm really excited for Chelsea. I think Chelsea can win Miss Cosmo and she can set the tone.
Can you equate branding to a girl's authenticity?
Yes, I think it's your calling card. It's who you are. It's what you bring to the table. So absolutely.
I'm just so happy for you,
Thank
you
you.
fully embracing this new role that you're taking in pageantry, where a lot of women will be benefiting from your wisdom and experience. You're kind of paying it forward.
Pageantry is not just about me, and I think that's a big difference. Is I am a fan. I love the sport. To me, it's not just a silly thing. It's a passion. It's something exciting. So that's where I want to put my time and my love.
Okay, Maureen, ako ito. What can you say about the recent Miss Universe Philippines result?
I'm so excited for Ahtisa. I think we chose the right girl for Thailand. I think that her pasarela is going to be amazing. I'm excited for the pasabog. And I hope she shows up, as we said, as her true self. And by creating her own peg. So I'm so excited. Her last name is Manalo, and I think she's going to win.
Thank you so much, Maureen.
Maureen, congratulations again for this new role. Grabe, sige, we'll get used to you
Pero wait lang.
calling you Madam
Are you
M.
really sure that you're closing doors your doors to pageantry na?
Yes, I do not plan on joining another pageant unless it's 110% funded and sponsored. So if in a perfect world that
What if
happens,
someone,
game.
what
if someone will fund
what
you
if an
100%?
AP, funds you
Okay,
100%?
Let's go!
So may ano pala,
May open
may
pang
condition
minutes,
pa
ano?
pala. So hindi
May
pa naman
windows
fully
open
closed.
pa.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, who knows next? Hanap na tayo ng AP.
True.
Oo.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Alright, thank you, Maureen.
Thank you so much, Maureen.
Thank you for this ambush interview. Ang ganda-ganda. Bye.